James Woods, and I'm the music director of the last 5 years. My first job is to go over the music with the actors in the show, Ben and Kira, and make sure they know it, they know their harmonies. I play piano for the show. And the other cool thing I get to do is I make orchestrations, which means like I can change little things in music if I want to, or affect the music in a way that makes the show better. For one of the songs, I changed one of the keys in one of the songs because it fit Kira's range better, and it was kind of easier to play, so it's like kind of for me. So nothing too crazy that the audience would notice, but stuff that just makes it easier for the show to run more smooth. Going over the music, singing through the show, and figuring out their harmonies, and then it became more of like style and quality. I'll talk to them about dynamics, especially in sad songs, like what's the emotion like, so how does that translate to the dynamic of the singing and the speed and stuff. So I work with Chad a lot on figuring out what tempo the songs should be, how they should sound, and it's all ultimately affecting the entire feel of the show. Once the show starts, it's a ride and there's no stopping. You're on it for an hour and a half and it has to flow smoothly. The story has to progress. And the challenge is it's not a story being told in chronological order. It starts with Jamie at the beginning of the relationship and Kathy at the end. So there's so many jumps in the story. One song is the happiest song in the show, the next song is the saddest song in the show. So really working to make the music flow, to make the actors emotionally be able to go to one place to another like that. It's ridiculous. It's so, I mean, he's brilliant. I'm confident to say, just from my experience with this show, he's probably my favorite composer. His chord progressions are so intricate. Not only that, he has so many small things in the score that you don't notice on the recording, but you look at in the score and you hear faintly, and it's just brilliant. His construction is so smooth and so fluid. And what I love about him is he's really big on making chord progressions not predictable. Like when you hear songs on the radio and pop music, you're like, oh, I know how this is gonna go. But in Jason Robert Brown especially, the chord progression is so out there and so foreign, but it still works and it still sounds great. So he's just brilliant. He's far beyond so many people in the composing world. The music really follows the actors. There's so many vamps, there's so many pauses, and it's whatever Ben and Kira decide to do. So playing together is a main thing, dynamics is a big thing, and mostly just learning their parts, because every part in the show, like violin, cello, they all have so many difficult things that it's just a lot of practice for everyone involved. I'm most excited about just everyone. I enjoy most in theater just the atmosphere of the show. It's just like something that's unparalleled, being at a theater and being there, seeing the action that's actually happening in front of you. You can't recreate that. In a movie, you could see a movie and then see it again. It's the same exact thing, and you don't really feel anything, you don't really feel the magic. But in a show, especially a show like this where it's just so emotional, I'm so excited to just open the show and have people come in and watch it and just take the journey with us, because I mean, a show like this and live theater, there's nothing else that can compare to it.